The Zenfone 5 when it came to the market was an instant hit thanks to the design and build quality, a brilliant camera and a very aggressive price point. Today we have the Zenfone 2 which brings in one more aspect to the story. The power and memory. This guy is powered by a brilliant 2.3 GHz up to 2.3 GHz Intel Atom processor. It also is the first smartphone in the world to bring in 4 GB of RAM. So we'll check out how all these things come together in this particular review video. So let's get started, yeah? Now Asus has adopted a slightly different approach this time with the variants of the Zenfone 2. They now have 4 variants and the price starting all the way from 12,990 Indian rupees to all the way up to 20,000 Indian rupees. You have two models basically, ZE 550ml and ZE 551ml. The 550ml comes with a 2 GB RAM and HD screen on the same screen size of 5.5, and there are some other differences between the two as well. But the 551ml comes in 3 variants, one with a 2 GB version, one with a 4 GB version, but a 1.8 GHz clock speed processor. And the most expensive of that, which one is this one, comes with a 5.5 inch screen, full HD resolution, 4 GB RAM and a 2.3 GHz Atom processor. So let's check out what's in the box first. So it's pretty usual Zenfone box, and once you open this, yeah, there you go, that's the phone there. It's certainly heavy, about 170 grams, but looks brilliant. And we'll see what's inside the box. So you have a user guide, a warranty card, you have the micro USB 2.0 cable. There are no earphones, mind you, and a 2 ampere wall charger. So that's about it in the box content. So there you go, that's the Zenfone 2 ZE 551ml. The most expensive one, there's a 20,000 one. In fact, the MRP is close to 23,000. So it's mostly plastic, but then you have some metallic accent here and there. 5.5 inch screen, Gorilla Glass 3, full HD resolution. The front camera is 5 MP. You have your piece and the sensors and LED lights, your shortcut keys. Nothing much on the left side. Micro USB 2.0 port, mouthpiece. Nothing again here. The hole to open the back flap is here, and then a secondary noise cancelling mic, power button, 3.5mm jack, 13 MP autofocus camera, dual LED flash, and the volume rocker is on the back here, very LG like Asus branding, and then your speaker grill out there. So you can open the back flap, and it's quite tough actually, but tough means secured. So once you go in there, you see the battery is somewhat non-removable. Yeah, if you want you can actually remove this, but you'll have to remove all the screws around here. So it's better if you spoil the battery, God forbid, then you should take it to the service center. It supports dual SIM card slot and then a micro SD card slot there. So it's about 10.9 mm thick, so definitely it's one of the thickest device in the market, mainly due to this boat shaped or pebble shaped back here, which I absolutely love because it's kind of rests the phone very securely in your hand, and despite of being a 5.5 inch monster, does not feel that big, mainly thanks to this part. I love this part, and because of this boat shape, whatever whenever you're operating on the screen here, you always have a very good grip like this. I also like this brushed aluminum accent over here, although this is not metal, this plastic, but that accent feels like it's metal. So overall, a brilliant design. So the Zenfone 2 has a very good full HD screen, full HD resolution. I love that live wallpaper. It kind of increases and decreases with the battery level here. Brilliant. And at no point you will see any pixelations on the icons here. Absolutely smooth user interface, and even when you go and check out a picture, you'll see the viewing angles are actually very good. You see, extremely good. Even from an almost 180 degree, they are perfectly visible. So brilliant screen. All the Zenfone 2s are powered by the latest Android Lollipop. Now that's one of the competitive metrics these days, how latest is your Android, and Lollipop certainly is the latest one. So definitely here also the Zenfone 2 kind of scores those extra marks. On top of the Lollipop, it has the new Zen UI, which is very smooth, absolutely butter smooth, and at no point we felt any lag at all. However, multitask we did with this phone, absolutely brilliant. We're gonna straight away go to settings and show you the about. There you'll see 5, and we're gonna show you the storage, but obviously it will be much less. So see, you generally get just over 25.5 GB out of 32 GB, but then we have lots of games and everything, you know, stored here. So definitely that's less. And you have running apps and all. So see, used 1.1 GB, but I still have 2.5 GB of RAM free. Most of the phones at this price point comes with less than this total RAM. Most of the phone comes with about 2 GB of RAM. We now have about 2.5 GB free RAM, and then you see how many running applications we have. So that's incredible. The more RAM we have, the more brain space you have, the more multitask you do, the more apps you can run simultaneously. So that's really brilliant. Now let's check out the brilliant 13MP camera. So you have the 13MP rear camera, and then when you switch it to the front camera, you will be greeted by a 5MP camera, which is quite bright. You see, despite of me standing against the light there. Here you have some options like beautification and selfie panorama and whatnot, and then there you go. So a unique way to set the drive mode, and the UI is pretty neat. You have quickly that the flash settings there, your galleries, and then you have lots and lots of options here. Low light option is where the Pixel Master 2.0 version comes into play. Also have panorama and HDR, and I love the manual mode where you can, you know, toggle various things. The moment you toggle, you can toggle ISO and exposure compensation scale, even shutter speed, and then that's more like an aperture. And then you can go to the settings here and do tweak various stuffs. We checked out the image and video quality, and it's probably the best camera at this price point we found. The 13MP camera has brilliant detail even under relatively low light. That's one of the very cool things about this camera. You don't find that often in phone cameras. And then again, this camera has brilliant dynamic range. You'll see in some of our pictures, even when you did a center metric, when it kind of tried to expose dimly lit areas, it actually did not clip the highlight of the outside area. So that's really amazing. Brilliant dynamic range. The colors are proper. The white balance is little off here and there, but that's okay at times. Overall, a brilliant camera, I would say. Even the videos are sharp and there are no fuzziness even on the corners. Well, when you really go low light, where you only have street lights and all, then the details drop significantly, but that's expected. But even then, you can use the Pixel Master camera, which kind of enhances the experience just a tad bit. So the sound is not loud enough, but it has a decent amount of bass and treble, plus the sound does not get obstructed whenever you place this device on a flat surface, mainly because the back is not flat. So that's a good thing. And let's check out some more stuff like settings. Yeah, so that's the UI, that's how it goes. You can go to equalizer and switch on the FX booster, and then let's see how it sounds. The bass has definitely been increased, but the loudness has decreased further. At that point you can see it crackles a bit. So overall, a good enough music speaker output, however not very loud. We did some benchmark and gameplay testing. You can see dedicated videos of those on the cards there. It consistently scores above average on our benchmark test, and in gameplay it's an oh wow device, almost no lag whatsoever. We played some of the most demanding games, by the way, Modern Combat 5 and then Asphalt 8, Dungeon Hunter 5, etc, etc. You can check those out on the gameplay here. So then, would you buy the Zenfone 2? Now, let me tell you, it is a tricky decision because it will depend on how much budget you have. This guy has 4 variants ranging all the way from 13,000 to about 20,000. So in 13,000, you have a 2 GB RAM and HD screen, mind you, and that's not much of what we have reviewed here. This guy, if you own this guy, you'll have to shell out 20k, but that's where the territory of OnePlus One and Honor 6 and likes come. The OnePlus One comes with 64 GB of internal memory, mind you, at about 22k. This guy comes with 32 GB, but then you can extend the storage with micro SD card to another 64 GB, and that becomes kind of 96 GB or so. In OnePlus One, you cannot extend the battery. The OnePlus One, you can shoot 4K video, not here. Here only it goes till full HD, but the cameras are almost at par. It was very difficult for us to find, which one is a better camera. But if I have to pick one, I'll probably go with the Zenfone 2's camera, mainly due to its dynamic range and the low light performance. And apart from that, the build and design, well, they are almost at par. There's, either one can appeal to you. It's your personal choice. If you really prefer the camera, I think the Zenfone 2's camera just about edges it. But apart from that, there's not much to difference between all those. If you have the money between the Zenfone 2s, you should definitely go with whatever, the highest version that you can afford. At 13,000, 2 GB and HD RAM, I don't know if it makes much of a sense. If you really want to buy, you can go with the 2 GB RAM of ZE551ml maybe. If you like this video, please hit the like button, ask anything related to this device, and we'll try to answer them all. And please subscribe to our channel and share the video to share the love. Ciao.